Hello everyone and welcome aboard. Today we have a new yacht review for you on this vessel right here beside me. We are in LA County right now, Los Angeles, and we are going to take a look at Side Hustle. Side Hustle is an Admiral. It was built sometime in the 80s, I believe, but we have someone along with us to show us all those things. Captain Levi is going to take us through the boat today. So we have a first special appearance guest for someone else to tell me one of these reviews. This way, you guys can get perfect knowledge, and Captain Levi runs this boat every single day. So he's going to show you guys around, and let's go meet him. Side Hustle Yacht, Marina del Rey. This is Captain Levi.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Captain, good to see you. So Captain Levi charters this boat and runs it every single day for the family that owns it. And you can find them at Side Hustle Yachts, right? Is it Side Hustle Yachts? At Side Hustle Yachts, and is there a website as well?
Yeah, SH Charters.
shcharters.com. If you like this boat, you can take it out yourself. So let's start. We're back here on the stern of the vessel. You see there's a table here and a bench along the back, cup holders from the whole outside of it, 2 staircases on each side, as well as are these hydraulic or electric winches?
Electric capstans.
Electric capstans. Moving forward, we have the shoebox. Got the staircase on the port side, as well as a trash. And then we enter the salon, and all of this was redone, right?
Yeah, it was done in 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
The interior was redone 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago was we did the paint.
The paint, gotcha. Couches that go around the sides, wrap all the way around. We have LED color changing lights over here, as well as all the other bottles, sunscreen for all the guests. Your own goodie basket over here. Get your own sunglasses, branded sunglasses, cups, Yeti cooler, television, entertainment system over here on the port side. There's a big sliding fridge like you find at a store, which is awesome. Keep a ton of stuff in there. Another trash, microwave. On the starboard side in the galley, there's a sink, cabinetry all the way around. Is there a stove down here?
The stove, barbecue's upstairs.
Oh, cool. Then you come forward to the interior helm. The full breaker panel over here against the wall. Steering, Garmin electronics, throttles all over here, and some generator controls down there. Compass hiding up forward. And then on the port side, with all my stuff, you have a full table. Seats about what, 7?
Yeah, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. And then the day head is in here. Yep, and the day head there. All right, you want to jump up to the top and show me what's up there?
Check out upstairs.
The staircase to the flybridge is inside of the main salon, right in the center of the boat. You come on up. First thing you notice, your starboard, sink, and a grill. On this side, more seating. This is your helm.
Redone seats last year, redid the floor last year.
Yeah, I like the floor. I like how it's not that foam, like that deck, but it's still nice and cool.
It's cool, slip resistant, stain resistant.
Yeah, I like it.
Last year we added the hard top, speakers, all lighting, floodlights in the back.
Nice. And then you guys have, for example, I know that we're gonna go back there and show it again, but you have equipment on here for being Coast Guard approved, right?
Yes, so we have all the necessary equipment for UPV.
So like that's your EPIRB.
Yeah, including EPIRB, all life jackets, life rings, life float.
And then this is the life float, right?
Yes.
Which you guys have expertly covered into a pad.
Yeah.
So this whole thing would flip up and there'd be the float underneath,
yeah,
right?
it flips up, and then we have necessary safety lines attached to it to secure it to the boat, as well as capable to get it in the water.
Gotcha, awesome.
Paddle boards up here during the summer months. We also have inflatable unicorns, cabana, all kinds of inflatable items.
Sweet, let's head down and go to the bow. Kayak over here on the port side. Make way up to the bow. Is this the swim ladder back here?
Yeah, it's a new stainless steel swim ladder.
Sweet. Levi was a lot smarter than me. He went through the salon. That is a big windlass.
Yeah,
so
windlass.
What are we looking at here?
Freshwater washdown.
This is for washing down, or this is like a fire system?
It's for fresh water wash down. So if we're in like muddy situations, we can hook the hose up to it,
and then you can spray it
hose
off
as it's coming up. Yeah.
Nice, gotcha.
Yeah, and then we have our bow pad up here. This is crew quarters down here.
Really? I'm gonna have to jump in there.
We're currently using it for storage for all our inflatable stuff. Kind of side hustle swag that we offer all our guests.
All the swag. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of inflatable toys in here. Sunscreens. We got cups.
Yeah, cups. The restroom has
So
hats.
then these are the bunks. These are 2 twin bunks in like a V. So for the crew quarters. And then your anchor and chain is all up there in the forward berth. And then this was a restroom at one time for everybody. But now it keeps all the side hustle merchandise, like the hats. We'll take one of those. Just take as much as I can fit. Look at that old telephone back there in the corner so you can talk to the rest of the boat. That's pretty fun. Don't have those anymore. Intercom system. All right. So everything besides this, what I just went inside, can be accessed by all the guests all the time. That's what they get to enjoy, right?
Yeah.
They get to enjoy the bow, the deck, the fly bridge, the salon. And now, will you show me the interior?
Absolutely.
The secret interior that not everyone gets to see.
So we'll come over here, make sure lights are on.
And this is the stairs, the midship here. Down.
So directly behind you is the master bedroom with full
Shopping
restroom.
All right, so master bedroom, forward, centered couch, centered bed. Over here, couches on each side. Wow, a little coffee machine in here. He's got it all. This is super spacious.
And then restroom here.
His and hers sink, and then
Freshly remodeled, just had the floor done. Put in the
nice.
sinks and the
and a toilet and a bidet. Does the bidet work?
The bidet does work.
It works?
It's
Oh, wow.
it's more used as a urinal.
You know, I've been on this boat all the time. I never looked over here to see what this was. This tub shower system. It's nice.
Yeah, jacuzzi tub.
Yeah. All right, and then so we move aft.
So another restroom with a shower
Around the corner. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Shower in there, and then port, twin bunks.
twin bunks, and it also has a door that connects to the bathroom itself here
Oh,
behind
that's
you.
nice. And then starboard, twin bunks again.
Twin bunks.
Is one of these bigger than the other?
I
They're the
believe they're
same.
both about the same size.
Yeah, looks like it. Closet space.
Closet space. During
Home
charters, we
television.
have so many people that swim and need
Yeah,
blankets that
all
we
the
leave this
blankets and
stuff out.
towels and everything. Let's head back up and let's jump into the engine room. So the entrance to the engine room is back here where you get on the boat. Levi has clearly climbed down this 100 times. He knows every step. I do not. All right, so what's this room?
So this is our lazarette. Utilize it for storage, drinks and stuff from the boat.
Tools, everything you need. To
everything
fix
you need.
Whatever goes wrong.
Yeah, pretty much anything that we need is in here, and if it isn't, I'd be surprised.
And it's spacious too. It's probably like, I don't know, I'm pretty tall. It's probably like 6.5 feet.
6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a water maker over there,
Oh yeah.
if necessary.
Do you use the water maker?
No,
Never.
we don't need to.
I don't use the water
So
maker
these
much.
two tanks here are fresh water tanks.
Oh, you have 2 of them? One on
yeah.
each side?
So
Are they connected?
Yeah, I think it's about 1,400 gallons
Oh wow. Of fresh water?
of fresh water. No, maybe like 400.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, they're pretty
They're
big,
pretty big. I don't know.
but maybe like 600 or 700, 800.
Yeah. So then on into the engine room,
We got the old door,
the old latch away.
the old latch away where they stick you in here and don't let you out.
Yeah. So on the port side, we have air conditioning units for each of the bedrooms, the salon, etc. We have our 32 volt and 220 volt pumps for the fire pump, and they double as a bilge pump. There's a manifold there on the wall, and there's also a manifold here by the steps for each of the compartments. We have a 6 kW Northern Lights generator, and then on the other side here, 20 kW Westerbeek generator powers our bow thruster, black water tank in the back there, hydraulics for the steering and...
There you go. When you're underway, do you run both of these then?
No,
This is
primarily run this one. If we're in, Catalina Island, or we're somewhere where it's going to be overnight,
Yeah,
we'll run the
then
small
you'll run the
generator.
small one.
It has enough power to power all of the boat except for the water heater. So
Gotcha.
if the owner wants to use the water heater, then
You gotta use the Westerbeek.
I got to use the Westerbeek.
And then I noticed on this side you got batteries hung up against the wall.
Yeah, that's the starting bank for the main engines. This other side is the 32 volt, so everything inside the salon. And then behind here is
This big exhaust overhead on both sides.
the battery banks for both generators and then the fuel transfer pump.
Gotcha.
So the way this boat works is,
You have these 4 fuel tanks, right?
so there's 4 here and there's 2 in the belly of the boat.
Okay, and then this is a day tank.
So that's the day tank. Everything runs off of the day tank.
Okay.
So basically the fuel is polished through the rake cores, pumped into the day tank, and then when they go into the engines, they're polished again. Kind of a redundant system.
Right.
The boat can hold about 1,500 gallons.
So do you have to come down here and fill this day tank?
In between charters, between every charter, yes.
Between every charter you fill it?
Yeah.
And then if you're underway for a long time, someone has to come down here while underway, do an engine room check, and fill the day tank?
Yeah, if we're running for more than, say, 6 hours straight, I'll come down and transfer fuel. The tank itself is about 80 gallons. I usually keep it about 70, and then we log all the fuel that's used during each of the charters.
And then how long go on that 80-gallon day tank without coming down here? 6 hours? 7 hours?
6 hours.
6?
I don't want to get too low.
Yeah.
Usually I'm burning about 10 gallons an hour, so
Okay, gotcha.
we don't run too fast for...
And then, do you know why they have day tanks? What was the logic behind day tanks when they first started doing them?
I don't know.
Because like newer boats don't seem to have day tanks.
No, they're all one tank.
Right.
Which it may be because of how it polishes. The boat
Yeah.
did come from Seattle, so there might be more moisture. That
Well, I'm guessing that the different tanks, like we see 4 here, that was probably to work as like individual baffles.
well,
I
it
would
does
imagine, for each
help
one.
ballast the
Yeah.
boat. When I'm burning or when I'm transferring fuel, I'll use a technique to make sure that the boat stays level or ballast when we're running.
Gotcha. All right, and then last but not least, what are we looking at here? What are these 2 things? Come trade plays with me.
These are Scania motors with Yanmar electronics. So basically, they're mostly Scania, but there are parts on here that are Yanmar. The electronics at the helm system, all the displays are all Yanmar. So it has been shown or proven difficult sometimes finding parts, but our mechanic that we've been working with pretty steadily has those parts readily available for the most part. So
Gotcha. And then he's able to do it. What's the displacement on these things, and what is their output
they're putting out about just under 1,000 horsepower
combined?
each.
Each. Just under 1,000 each.
Yeah, so our top speed trimmed out, we can do like 25 knots.
All right, that's pretty big. And what's the displacement on this boat?
It's 197,000 pounds.
197,000 pounds. Gotcha. And then these are just connected to ZFs that are straight shafted out?
Yeah, ZF transmission, straight shafted.
So you were saying, what's your typical cruise speed?
About 10 knots.
10 knots?
It's cruise speed.
And then at 10 knots, you were saying you use about 10 gallons an hour?
Yeah, like 10 to 12.
So these are efficient then?
Very efficient.
I mean, you're getting...
At low speed. If I'm up, the threshold from 10 knots to, say, 16, at 16 knots, I'm burning like 50 to 60 gallons an hour.
Yeah.
So that low speed, they're very fuel efficient.
Okay. How big is the fuel tank?
In total, so we have
with all of them.
the 4, the 1 day tank, and then down below we have belly tanks. The belly tanks each hold 350 gallons. In total, it's roughly about 1,500 gallons.
Gotcha. So you can go a ways then.
Yeah. And then with current fuel costs, our last fill up was about $8,600.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you let it go all the way down before you fill up? Or
No,
How far do you let it go?
Like once I get kind of low, because there's no way to read the belly tanks. So typically I use the fuel out of the belly tanks first, and then I have my sight glass here, and I can determine how much is left.
Yeah. So then these sight glasses, which some of them, I've seen some new boats with sight glasses, but not many. You just release the air with this valve, right? And then,
Yeah,
and then it adjusts the height.
So basically I leave the top open. It doesn't necessarily need to be closed, but the bottom I always close in the event that the glass does break. I have had other captains come and run the boat and they step on that and break it. It's more expensive to ship those glass tubes than the tube itself.
Gotcha.
I mean, we might even be able to get a reading out of it.
Yeah,
You can see it's
moved a
moving a little.
All right, so I'm not sure if you've watched any of my videos or not, but I do this thing called the Christian test.
What's that?
Christian is my boat partner, and I've convinced Christian over the years that I can't work on the boat because I'm not able to. I'm not good enough to work on the boat. So he shoves himself behind the engines of our boat whenever something breaks.
Oh.
So now, for these videos, I do my own Christian test, where I just see how easy it is to get around the engines, to like see how hard it is to work on them. These ones look pretty easy. The Predator is not.
No, the Predator's terrible.
The Predator was not
Especially
easy.
trying to get in there with the battery banks. That was
so
not pleasant.
let's get after it. This is already like one of the easier ones I've ever done, which I'm super stoked on because I hate doing it. Here we are behind the engine. There's some good room back here. The only thing that I would say that makes it a little difficult to work back here is you're standing on all of the boat's made out of aluminum, so you're standing on all the aluminum supports. There's no like wood or like deck that they built back here. Step in the wrong spot, foot's gonna go into the hole. Yeah. But otherwise, it's super easy to reach everything. There's a ton of space back here for everything too, which is awesome. Because usually there's not.
Yeah, it's good. It's good space when you're working down there on the Blackwater pumps that are on the floor there.
Is that what these are, the Blackwater pumps
Yeah.
down here? And then even on the front, you can get all the way to the front. Like, I can keep going, I just don't want to step on the Blackwater pumps, but you can go all the way up here and work on the front of the engine pretty easily from this side. It actually looks kind of easier from this side because that side has the filters. And then these giant exhausts, it's kind of funny how they like exhaust from both sides of the engine instead of one side, but then they made it go really high, so it's easy to get behind it still.
Well, and another good reason they made it high is if we're out at sea and we're pitching and rolling, the water's not going to go back in through the exhaust.
Right.
I've
And backfill into the engine.
backfill in the engine and then blow
You're
up
done.
the engine. Yeah.
That has happened to someone I used to work for, except it was a bunch of sea lions. A bunch of sea lions got on the back of the boat and submerged the stern,
Oh no.
and it back flooded through the exhaust and ruined the engine. This side, pretty much equally as simple to get back to, except we do have one more thing back here. Main engine seawater.
Yeah, so that's the raw water intake for both engines.
Okay. Yeah, I see it goes to the other engine.
Basically the boat's built so that if we have a clog in one of them, we can utilize just one side. But currently they're both open, and all the sea strainers are all cleaned out.
So where are the strainers then? So this is one inlet for both engines.
Yeah.
For the raw water. So it's got the big gate valve.
And then just behind
Down
it there
here.
is your sea chest.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then this is the strainer right here. All right. Well, another positive note. This engine room has lights, even though I brought my light today.
Yeah.
I always forget my light. I found it. The light has been a big dilemma with me. But this engine room is stacked with lights, so we're all set there.
Yeah.
All right, so now that Levi has taken us through the whole boat, we'll close her up. I'm gonna let him get ready because he has a trip soon. And while he gets ready for his trip, I'm gonna go through the stars for this boat with you guys. We'll meet you up top. All right, everyone, now let's jump into the star total for the 1986 Admiral 74. But first, before we do, go and check out the captainsreview.com. We have a forum over there, articles on all these boats, as well as merchandise that helps support the channel. Great stuff over there, go check it out. Now jumping into the Admiral 74, Side Hustle. If you guys enjoy this boat, be sure to check out Side Hustle Yacht at Side Hustle Yacht on Instagram. They have been kind enough to lend me this boat for the video for the day, so be sure to give them a look, and if you are in the Los Angeles area, check them out. Getting started, Practicality. This boat is very practical. It is large, it can fit a large family, friends, anyone you need to accommodate. Sleeps 6 comfortably in their own beds, and that's not even including all the space up top here that people can sleep, or the cruise quarters in the bow. So Practicality gets 4 stars. For styling, this boat gets 4 stars. It has the aluminum body, and it looks exactly how you would picture a yacht. It's got the long bow, the big stern that people can hang out on, the flybridge that covers the whole top. It looks great. It's a great looking boat. And the colors they picked are beautiful, the blue and the white. As for handling, this is a larger boat and it is older. Not super old, but older. back when they built boats a lot differently than they build boats right now. For handling, I would give it 3 stars. It has plenty of power. It does have a big bow thruster in the front, but outside of the bow thruster, you still need to know how to drive with the sticks to maneuver and park this vessel. For performance, this boat does great on performance. This boat gets 4 stars for performance because these Scandias put out close to 1,000 horsepower each. They move the vessel to a top speed of about 25 knots, which is great for a vessel this size. This boat is about 190,000 pounds. And then it also gets great efficiency with those engines. So 10 knot cruising speed, use about 10 gallons an hour. So it's hard to beat that. Performance gets 4 stars. For comfort, the boat is extremely comfortable. It gets 4 stars. It has couches everywhere, places to lay out, sun pad on the bow, as well as up on the flybridge, and 3 air conditioning units for the vessel. So it gets 4 stars. For technology, the boat, for its age, has some modern technology. The entertainment system is excellent, and the navigation system is a little bit older, so we'll give the technology for this boat 3 stars. For value, this boat is a great value for anyone looking to get into boating. That is what the owner of this vessel did. He found it and he restored it into a condition where it is now fully operational all of the time. It's great, and for its age, it is no longer depreciating. So for value, I give this vessel 4 stars. The party boat category, this boat gets 5 stars. There's speakers along the whole thing. There's plenty of space in the bow. You can have tons of people aboard. Stern. For the charters, they take 12 of you, so 12 of your guests can be here hanging out on the front and the stern. Flybridge, it's too hot outside, hang out inside in the salon, it's huge. Party boat gets 5 stars. For repairability, the boat gets 3 stars for repairability. Most of the vessel is easy to repair. It is standard boat components. However, the engines are semi-difficult to get parts for, as Levi mentioned to us earlier, so for that reason it gets 3 stars. And finally, for fun factor, the boat gets 4 stars for fun factor. It is a great layout. It is incredibly entertainment oriented. It was designed to take people on and have them enjoy the day. It's got the paddle boards up top, it's got the kayak on the side. It is anything you'd want in a day on the water, so it gets 4 stars for the fun factor. That brings the star total to 38 stars for the 1986 Admiral 74. Like I said, if you enjoy this vessel, be sure to check it out, Side Hustle Yachts. And as always, thank you for sailing with us.